We were missing Casemiro in that match. Like really, we were missing Casemiro. The man.
Casemiro tuwalete kwa uwanja.
Alikuwa suspended anyway.
Unaona kwa hizi timu kubwa, kila timu ina kiboko yake. Ukiangalia timu kama Arsenal, kiboko yake ukua
Manchester United.
Ukiangalia Manchester United, kiboko yake ukua
Arsenal. Well, viewers, welcome again to this channel, and of course, we discuss issues about politics, sports, analytical issues, sports, and the Premier League, of course. I'm having analysts here. They are very much ready. I want them to introduce themselves.
Mimi kwa majina naitwa Brown Ashtuha.
Brown Ashtuha.
Mimi beki wa kushoto, nambari 3 Romeo Were.
Kwenye kamera mwanadada Sharon Wafula. Jina langu ni Robert Wanyonyi. Of course, we want to take it away immediately because we want to talk about some other issues, and then we come back, we talk about the Premier League as it's happening, the table as it's shaping up. I know we have some people up there now, and others are still coming. We want to begin off by talking about the takeover at Manchester United. What are the figures, and what does it portend for the club? I want you, Brown Ashtua, to start taking our viewers through that.
Okay, as for Manchester United, there are like 4 people who want to take over Manchester United. Mm-hmm. First one, the one whom I can say is Emir of Qatar. Yeah, mm-hmm. That is the first person who wants to take over Manchester United. Mm-hmm. He wants to take it with over 4.5 billion euros.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The second one who must bid today is called Sir Ratcliffe.
Jim Ratcliffe.
Yeah.
The Ineos,
yeah.
Group.
If you remember Jim Ratcliffe very well, he's the person who sponsored our own Eliud Kipchoge during the Ineos Marathon, in which he gave him a bit like 544 million, if I'm very clear.
To break that record.
Yeah. Then there's another person whom everyone knows. He's a takeover artist. So we know that one by the name. We know that person, like the person of Twitter, Elon Musk. Elon Musk is another person. So
who is the fourth one?
The fourth one, maybe we don't know much. He may be coming in very soon.
I'm told the fourth one might be just somebody who wants to make a partial to just buy some small shares.
Yeah, there was this person who was a former Manchester United player, but he gashed off. Yeah, he was
David Beckham.
Yeah, he gashed off those news. He said that he can't buy Manchester United as per right now. So those are the news about those people who want to buy Manchester United as per right now.
Okay, Romeo, what have you heard about this takeover bid? What news do you have about it?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. For English Premier League teams, any team that is taken over by the Arab, the royal community, actually it end up being well. For example, we can say like a city, Manchester City, and
PSG.
We have seen those teams performing well, and Manchester United have been having a problem with management, players becoming worried about salary. But for starting the time the Qatar community will take over, I think the community will be at a best place.
And the club will be developed. Ashtua, what do you talk about another example of a takeover that was very successful? Though it has shocked me because it was just small money, and this team has been performing so well. When they went out to buy players, I didn't expect them to buy very, very quality players. The players they were buying were just unseen and heard of names, and now they are performing so well. That is Newcastle.
Yeah, with Newcastle, hey, what can we say about Newcastle? Okay, Newcastle has been a really a little shakeover, because the amount of money that was bid for that team was a little bit too low.
It was like 2 point something.
With the billionaires, you don't know. Maybe they've come up with some prizes. If you score a goal, something might happen. You see, so if you score a goal with people like Miguel Almiron, when Dan Ban cannot make people come and score goals. You see, there is a prize. For example, if you secure a goal, you get maybe a salary increment. If you play well, for example, a goalkeeper goes with a clean sheet, there's a salary increment. And if anyone in the pitch or on the pitch performs very well, there's a salary increment. That's why you see those people at home, they secure a win, or they try so hard to secure a win. But when they are away, they try so hard to get a draw. And that is how the coach has maneuvered over them and has made them be the quality players they have been.
You think now Eddie Howe is also a tactical coach?
Not very much tactical, as I can say. Maybe people like Thomas Tuchel was, or maybe people like who? This person of Manchester United, or
Eric Ten Hag.
or Pep Guardiola. But what I can say about them is that this coach, maybe he works with money. You see, if I get money, this is how it goes. If I get money, this is, and that is basically what every coach wants. If there is money, but let us not put Manchester United in there, because Manchester United, there was money, but there was no results. So maybe with these small teams, maybe like Aston Villa, West Ham, if there's money, I think those teams can perform. We have seen what Aston Villa has done today. Maybe let me just jump off. Aston Villa today, they have lost, but when you saw the first half beat, you could say that Aston Villa could have won. They could have won. But you see, that is when there is no money. Now, let's say if there is money put on the table, you can't tell me the same Aston Villa was playing today is the same Aston Villa which when there is money they could have been playing. Unasikia? Aston Villa, for example, could have been much higher. They could have been the league
Because
of
the
Manchester,
incentives,
of Manchester City, of PSG, or Barcelona, something like that. Yeah.
Okay, talking about these bids now, let's try to talk at the figures that have been put on the table, and also the PR around those figures. Sir Jim Radcliffe has come in, and some Manchester United fans have been saying he has come up with an investment that he has borrowed from a bank. It's a bank investment, and he's not giving a very, very clear view about what he's going to do with the playing unit, the equipments, and all that. But the Qatari family, the Sheikh, is clearly saying he's going to buy off all the debts of Manchester United. He's also going to improve the playing unit, add quality players, and also improve the youth structure, the setup, and also build a stadium, a new stadium, and also even improve on all the training facilities. What do you say about the PR surrounding these two bids, Mr. Romeo?
Yes, for me, actually, most people take football as just entertainment, but actually, football is a business. That's why you'll see most investors embedding around now for Manchester United, because they trust Ten Hag. The improvement and achievement the man is making has attracted most investors. For example, the Qatar family.
Yes.
Yeah. So business is what most investors are looking for, not just a team having quality players. Look like a team like Chelsea that will, for
They
the
bought
last
almost everybody.
they signed a lot, but the end result now we can just see them at a lower place like number 10 or 9. Yeah.
9, yes.
So for them, Chelsea cannot now indirect or attract an investor unless they improve.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even in the field, eh?
Yeah.
I think Romeo has put up a very important point, because Chelsea bought, until we were so scared, they were buying almost everybody. But from my own perspective, I think that Chelsea might be buying players, but they need a coach. They need a coach, because the coach that who they are having, according to my own perspective, this is a mid-level coach, a mid-table coach who can only maybe perform better in teams like Brentford, Brighton, Leicester. If he goes higher, then that's Leicester or Everton. Then we can go back about that issue about the PR around the figures that have been put around by these two bids at Manchester United. So for Radcliffe and also the Qatari family, what do you say about the respective bids? What they are saying about what they want to do for the club?
Okay, let me just take you back from where you stated about Potter. Potter is not a middle team manager. That's first of all. What Potter needs is the players to sync up with the coach. You see, that's why the owner has said that Potter is not leaving Chelsea.
Yes.
The players must sync in with the coach. Remember, even Lampard, the players did not sync with him. That's why he left. But when the players sync with you, there is an improvement. That's what Eric Ten Hag tries to bring at Manchester United. Sorry for bringing in Manchester United again, because many
But you
of
see, if the players are not singing with the coach
Yeah.
at Chelsea, that means the coach might be putting in maybe the training regime that they are
Then
not liking, or what do you
also-
say?
also remember that this who is the owner? The owner is a businessman.
Ted Boyle.
Ted Boyle is a businessman, a real businessman, and he cannot waste a contract. Let's just say he can't waste a contract. For example, if someone has a contract running for 6 years, he can't waste that contract. Unasikia? That's the truth of the matter for businessmen. I can't leave a contract hanging at because I need some improvements here and there. It's either I finish the contract, then the other improvements will follow later.
Then
That's
that brings out a difference between Ted Boyle and the former owner Roman Abramovich.
Yeah, with Roman Abramovich,
He could not wait.
yeah, he could not wait. You can see the likes of Jose Mourinho, Maurizio Sarr, yeah,
Yeah, he could pay off their contracts and then they leave.
and then they leave.
Okay.
Now, you see with Todd Boehly, we can relate that with the Manchester United rightful owners like the Glazers.
Yeah.
With the Glazers, you could have waited until the season ends. That's when they bring in new changes. We have seen that with Ole Gunnar, we have seen that with Rangnick, we saw that with
Mourinho even.
Mourinho. You see, that's how businessmen work.
Yeah.
Then you told me about the Sir Ratcliffe thing. Yeah. Sir Ratcliffe, just to
the Qatari.
yeah. Sir Ratcliffe is one of those people whom we call businessmen. He's a businessman, you see. So taking a loan from one source and investing in another is like doing some bit of investments, you see. With time, you saw what Ronaldo brought to Manchester United some time back, some investments, you see. With Ronaldo coming in, Manchester United views increased, maybe, you see. That's what Sir Ratcliffe wants. Unasikia? So Sir Ratcliffe, on the other hand, we can say that actually, let's put points clear. He has invested 4 billion. And the Emirates of Qatar, they have invested 4.5 billion. Yeah. So with that, you see, maybe with Sir Ratcliffe, maybe there is no a planned organizational structure. But you see, with him coming, we have seen that he has worked with other organizations and they have worked well. You see, maybe with him coming, the organization could expand further. Now, but the bid goes to the Qatari people, you see. The Qataris, they are people who are always engaged with performance. They can perform very well on one way or the other. So what I can say about them is that maybe when the Qatari gets it, they can have a better organizational structure. You see, they can do the maneuvers here and there. By the way, Manchester United's Old Trafford has been raining. Yeah, we saw that. Maybe I saw that in 2019. There was some certain part which was really drizzling in. Now that's it. So when they do some maneuvers, some takeover, the improvements will come through. Now and then, now we are for Manchester United. People are busy gushing over, oh, maybe who will take. But now, what we are now focusing on is what are they going to do? People can take it, yeah, they can take it from one point to the other. We saw Newcastle being taken the other day, but what can they do? Newcastle was not a big story because maybe it's not in the big six, but what can they do? Maybe the Emirates of Qatar will come and take the positions, you know? But when they take it, they will do nothing. I'm just taking for example. But they might do nothing. But with Sir Ratcliffe, maybe when he comes, he has an organizational structure which will shape out things in a uniform order. Let me put it that way.
But you can't put it that way because this one Radcliffe can come in with that organization structure. But what if the Qataris don't have an organization structure, but they put enough money that can buy an organization structure for the club? Because that's what happened even in Manchester City.
Yeah, you see, let me tell you one thing. With an organizational structure, there is this other thing that comes in. The players are the organization, you see. When you see people bidding for people like De Bruyne, I'm putting for example midfielders, De Bruyne, N'Golo Kante, Kimmich, Rice, you see, people have bid for them. You know, this is good, this is best, this is good here, you see. But when you want someone who will shine in the near future. You can't take people like De Bruyne. Why? Because De Bruyne is 30 years old. In the next 3 to 4 years, they will go down. That's the
But I think when we talk about the bids that are being put in place, we cannot rightly judge that the Qatari family don't know anything about football, because they are investing, and you see an investor coming in, he knows even if they have said they don't want to make a profit, but there is a way these people want to get something out of this. And they cannot just pump in their money and just sit back and watch as the money goes off. I think there is a way that they can also ensure that there is a proper structure, and they have executives to do that. Those are people who can buy executives for particular roles.
So I
Yeah.
may add something on what Ashtua just said.
Mm.
For me, at the time when Cristiano Ronaldo was leaving Manchester United, most people were scared,
Yeah.
even for most fans.
Yeah.
I
They
don't.
said, how will we score now?
Yeah, but today most coaches are considering strategy more than the experience of a player. For example, if you look at the Arteta, the Ten Hag.
Yeah.
Ten Hag looked at Rashford and saw that this man I can utilize him and do something
Turn
big.
him around.
Yeah, see like Arteta now, he's doing things that most people don't expect. So the expectation of most coaches today, they are not looking at the experience, but what a player is interested in. That's why Eric Ten Hag looked at Rashford and saw that there is something in this player, and that's why Chelsea are lagging behind because they lack strategy. Though they have a lot of experienced players, as we may see.
Who the coach doesn't know how to utilize them. That is the sure thing, by the way, in Chelsea.
Maybe to add on that, you see, now for you to have strategies, you must sign with people. Unasikia? That's the first bit. I can add on that. That's the first bit. You can sign with people. Unasikia? Sign with the person to make an organization grow. I will add on that again. So with Chelsea, the players have not signed with the
coach.
Yeah, with the coach. And that's what Todd Boehly is trying to drive in. Unasikia? That's what Todd Boehly, you see, when Thomas Tuchel was leaving, the players had already signed with him. They knew this is our coach. But then changing the organization when we are at the mid levels.
That one hurts.
Yeah, you see, that's what is happening up to right now. Now, the coaches have not signed him very well. Unasikia? But with time, give Chelsea another season and you'll see. You see these signings that you are thinking, oh, maybe they have or they have overpriced people like Enzo Fernandez going for over 150. But give them next season. You'll see Mudryk scoring goals. You'll see people like Enzo Fernandez giving assists. Yeah, and then you'll be like, oh, but we trolled these people the other day. The same, what is happening right now is what was happening in Manchester United last year.
Yes.
Do you remember Rangnick? If you can remember Rangnick very well, Rangnick, when he came in, Manchester United did not sign with him at any point. At any point. But you see, at some point they tried to sign with him, but then the organization structure came down. That's what was happening. Then with Manchester United, there were these players who were coming in to act like mousy. People like Lingard, people like Pogba, and even Cristiano Ronaldo. There was a time even Cristiano Ronaldo said Manchester United cannot win with Harry Maguire, which we saw was happening the other day. They won 2-0 with Harry Maguire playing over 90 minutes. Sindio? That's what is happening. If you sign in with players, the coach signing in with players very well, and a team can go from a middle team table or a lower notch team to a middle team, from a middle team to a higher team. We can take that one of Leicester City. Was it in 2017 when Leicester City was winning the cup? When Leicester City was winning, nobody knew Leicester City could win. They were likes of Manchester United and Chelsea and also Liverpool. Manchester City, they had trailed. So they were likes of Liverpool, Chelsea and Manchester United. But what happened? Across the way, Leicester came in.
That's why for today's game, most people are still comparing the previous years with the recent one, because can you imagine? It is very ironical. Liverpool last season, we can think where it was, and today where it is. So what I may just argue here is that for today, any coach who is strategic and sing with his players, he may win this season. Because today the table has not been predicted, and it's just fluctuating either Arsenal, Manchester, Manchester.
Klopp is very strategic. Klopp is very strategic. Only that where he messed up is he sold his main man. You can think, yeah, he sold his main man. The main men he sold were Wijnaldum. Let me start with Wijnaldum. With Wijnaldum, he was holding the midfield. You see, and he was thinking maybe I have a striker, I have people like Thiago Alcantara, they can hold the mid. But what came in after selling Wijnaldum, Mane was coming in as the midfielder there. That was what Mane was doing. Then all of a sudden, he sells Mane.
Then that is the problem.
Now, there are some people who may not score goals, but they are very good in playing. We can take that for Declan Rice. Declan Rice, maybe this season, has never scored a goal, but the strength is giving Aston Villa can make them win.
Even what Erik ten Hag is talking about, what Weghorst.
Yeah,
He's
Wout
saying this
Weghorst.
is a guy.
Yeah.
He's not scoring goals,
not
maybe as
scoring
you feel,
goals,
but
yeah.
he's somebody who is really he's a workhorse, supplying these strikers with balls to score, and I think that can be compared to Declan Rice as well.
Yeah. People like Wout, they won't score goals. But the moment you make Wout or people like Mane leave the club, and you have no clear strategy of bringing someone who can fill that gap, that is where Liverpool is right. Is right.
Okay. Okay, viewers, now we want to now briefly, as we wind up, because I usually come here to talk about sports when I'm traveling to Baringo. I don't know why it is so coincidental that I have to travel to Baringo again this evening. Yeah. I'm just about to leave, by the way, to Baringo. But before we complete this talk, we want to talk about the Premier League. We have seen the first match has gone so well for Arsenal. We were thinking maybe they were going to lose, but anyway, they happened to make a very, very big progress during the final last minute, like 6 minutes of added time. That's when now it made a comeback. Why do you talk about Arsenal's chances and any other team that you feel might be coming in very fast up there?
So for me, the Arsenal game today, Arsenal at the first half, it was almost losing. We saw it ending up like 2-1. But when they came for the second half, Arteta looked at something there and did his wonders to change the game. That's what gave him the win.
Yes.
Yeah, and for today, we can see Manchester City is playing with Nottingham Forest. We are going to expect wonders because as we are used to Nottingham Forest, not just a symbol team like.
Do you expect Manchester City to walk out of that forest? Because I saw Chelsea really, it became so hard to walk out of the forest.
That team is not that way, is as most people may think.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, Manchester City need to do an extra work to come out of that forest.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you say about that?
21st minute, as
Yes.
per the 21st minute, Nottingham Forest are
Leading.
not leading. They are 0-0 with Manchester City.
Oh, they are
There's
0-0.
no leading there. Man. There's no leading, man. There's no leading.
Okay.
Okay.
The one today is Manchester. Tomorrow, I think Manchester United.
Versus
The-
Leicester City.
Leicester City. Leicester City.
At Old Trafford.
Yeah, Leicester City is not an easy team also
Yeah.
because we
They're
see
having a
Vardy.
very good forward line, by the way.
Vardy. You can see
No,
Vardy
you
there.
can't compare Vardy. Actually, Vardy was there in 2017, 2018, 2019. Then Vardy died down. Like Vardy died. The way Rashford died last year.
Yeah.
That is the way Vardy has died. Now, right now, you can't compare Leicester City with the Leicester City of 2017
Yeah.
or the Leicester City of last year or the other years. Now, what we can say about Leicester City right now is maybe they try so hard, they have a good midfield. People like who is this midfield of those who wanted to come to Manchester United? People like Iheanacho, yeah, those people can work very well. But you can't say Vardy right now, because the Vardy we knew in 2017 is not the Vardy we know right now.
What do you say about this forward that is very feared, this Leicester City forward that everybody, even Peter Drury, has been talking about, that in the past like 2 matches, the forwards at Leicester City have contributed among themselves 11 goals in 2 matches. What has Brendan Rodgers done to monetize, or what can you say to make this team very, very big and now really scoring from all fronts?
That's when I was telling you, my panelists, about syncing with the coach.
Yeah.
That's what is happening
Because
right
they
now.
went down at some time until even Brendan his job was on the line for 2 matches.
Yeah. He was given 2 matches to be fired.
Yeah.
But then he revived the team.
Yeah.
You see, that is how things are being done. First, you sign with the team the way Erik ten Hag signed with the team in the first 2 matches. The first 2 matches which were not for the season.
Yeah.
He signed to the team, knew this one has these opportunities and he has this weakness. People like Shaw, he knew what can make him do better. And that is how people like Pep Guardiola have come out of the bushes, in which Manchester City, before Pep Guardiola, there was Roberto Mancini. You see, with Roberto Mancini, actually he signed to the players, but there was not that urge, we can win this. There was no that urge. But with Pep Guardiola, there was the urge, we can win. That is what is happening with Xavi of Barcelona.
Yeah.
There's that urge, we can win this. And you see, the other day, Manchester United were playing with Barcelona. Do you know that those people, they were just small people like Gavi, the Frankie de Jong, like small people who are not even 25 years of age.
Yeah.
That's how signing of players comes in. You see, there are very big people there like Dembele, but the people who were chosen were small people.
Yeah.
You see,
So you think it's a renaissance
Yeah.
at Barcelona is
it's
coming
a
up?
reconnaissance. Yeah. The people are rejuvenating, and with time you can say that Barcelona are becoming a top flight team, in which when people like Manchester City faces them in the next 10 to 12 matches, they will be like, hey, again we are meeting with Barcelona.
Yeah,
That
the team is back.
the team of 2014.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I think maybe Romeo, you have something to tell the viewers about the Premier League, any sporting activity that you think we can wind up with?
Okay, for me, actually, what I may just add on, as most people may have a lot of expectation about the English Premier League table, I'm just saying it is still fluctuating. No winner is yet to be known. Anyone can take that.
Anyone among who you can mention?
I cannot just say that among the top 4, but today I'm just still talking about strategy. Whoever will come up with the best strategy at the end time, I think it will be the one who will win.
Okay.
Even if Chelsea also come up with another strategy, they can move somewhere.
Come a bit higher.
Yeah.
Up to round
They can even
3, 4.
finish top 5.
Okay.
But if they will continue with the same strategy they are having, then they are dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Ashtua, what do you say about Chelsea, as he puts it, and Liverpool are outside there? But from what we are seeing is that they are pushing back. They are trying to push back. Yeah. Which are the teams that might push back into top 4, and which are the teams that might feel the pressure and start dropping down?
Okay, with teams that may feel the pressure, I can put it on maybe Newcastle at some point, and Brighton. Then there's this Fulham. Actually, when they start, Fulham and Brighton, they are always on the top notch. Like Brighton was even top 4 to some parts of the season. But what I can say, that with strategy comes competence, and with competence comes things like output. Now the output is what we are looking at. Now what I can say today, maybe let me bring it back, the Aston Villa game today, which just happened, is maybe you cannot sub off people who are the holding block of the team. You see, with the coach of Aston Villa,
Mr. Good Evening. Unai Emery. He's called Mr. Good Evening.
with that coach, you see, he subbed off Ole Watkins,
Uh-huh.
the holding block of Aston
Aston
Villa.
Villa.
Yeah.
That was the first mistake.
That was
he
the
made.
first mistake.
Yeah.
The strategy there went down.
Okay.
He's a good strategical coach. He's the man behind Manchester United losing in the
UEFA League.
UEFA League,
Yeah.
that final.
Yeah.
But you see, he made a very wrong decision there.
Uh-huh.
Now, with coming to top 4 plight, you see people like Newcastle, people like Brighton and of Albion, and right now let me put in Tottenham.
Yes.
For the sake of it. Now, Tottenham, it has been a very good team, or maybe they were in their valley, maybe in the first part of the season. But right now is when the things are becoming very hot.
Yeah.
The soup is hot for the mouth.
Yeah.
I can say that. Now, but we can't say that Chelsea will come back. Maybe next season.
Maybe next season.
Now,
what about Liverpool?
They are trying, but they can end up as number 5 or number 6. Yeah, let us put there. Because actually they just won one match. And now we cannot begin prophesying everything. There was another time they won only that match again. And we were like, Liverpool are in the top 4. This. But what did they do? They ended up being punished very hard at Nottingham Forest.
Yeah. In that Forest again.
Yeah.
Where Man City is now in.
You see? You see, now we can't be saying that, this team, because it has won only one match, the others it will win. Then we can't say that Manchester City or Arsenal or Manchester United can win the cup. Yeah. You can see even Brighton winning the cup and you'll be like, wow, we could not believe.
Newcastle.
Or Newcastle.
Yeah.
Or even this Tottenham that you are busy banishing can come out and win the cup.
Yeah.
Right now, it's in the period where nipe nikupe. If I get this goal, I give it. Yeah. If I get the other one, I give it. In fact, today we can say that Arteta won by luck.
Yeah,
now,
sure.
Let's just say the truth of
that was luck, yeah.
Because why Arteta won by luck is the Aston Villa men or Unai Emery's men did not have a clear strategy on winning on the second half. And that is the time when Arsenal come back. Yeah. If you can remember well, the Manchester United game versus Arsenal, it was on the second half when Arsenal made that move of coming back. Yeah. So Aston Villa could have done this. Maybe they could have brought in more midfielder players than the wingers. Yeah. You see, when they brought in that Bailey person, he was a winger at that point. And you have seen him losing 2 goals just like... Yeah. So we can say that he made a wrong decision in bringing in Bailey. He could have just defended that 1 goal with bringing, not subbing off Watkins, but he could have brought in what we see people like Ten Hag doing. When Ten Hag sees that maybe this team is like fierce or raging, he brings in people like Malaysia, people like people like Maguire. You can see even people like McTominay coming in. With Man City, you can see people like Da Silva coming in. They come to neutralize that field. You see, that's the end of the point. They lacked that strategy. They saw that we are winning. Why don't we push for more goals? You see.
Sharon is signifying that time is really going and we are off almost. I will just grant 1 minute each so that we talk about the VAR. VAR, video assistant referee, has come up for very, very big criticism in this season's league, even all over Europe. 1 minute, Romy, what do you say about the VAR? Is it helpful or something that is really demonizing now the referees and the football itself?
So for me, the VR is really helping because in the previous years when the VR was not around, you could see fans lamenting on the social media, that player was just brought down for no reason. Yeah, but now, beside the referee making the decision, you could just go and consult and watch what happened and then make a decision. Yeah, it helped the fans who are bringing a lot of emotion on social media to cool down. Yeah, it's very helpful.
It's very helpful. Yes. Ashtua, 1 minute so that Sharon cannot come in and take you out of the set.
Okay, with VAR, what I can say, I'm basing it on a human perspective. The people who are operating that thing are humans of nature. Yeah, you can't say that humans are 100% perfect. There's that thing. Humans are not always 100% perfect. And that's why they will always have some errors. So with Limassol, the person who was at the VR last time with Brentford,
with Arsenal.
yeah. So with Limassol, he's a human like you and me, and humans are
He was
always
taken
prone.
aback and forgot to draw the line.
Yeah. So with humans, we are always prone to errors.
Okay.
You can see some visual during the time of judgment.
Maybe you are judging one part. You see, like the time of Manchester United goal versus Manchester City. Now, what can we say about that? It is clearly that Rashford was offside.
So
But
do
on
you
the other
say do you sign off by saying VAR is helpful or it should be done away with?
No, it is helpful to some part, but we have to
Keep on improving. Okay.
That is the human nature.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, viewers, I think that is it because we have talked about the takeover bids at Manchester United. We have talked about the EPL itself. The table now, as Romeo puts it, is really fluctuating every now and then. And also talked about the tactical nature of some coaches and also some players winning matches and all that. And thank you very much because our camera person has been Sharon Wafula, who has now changed over to an Arsenal supporter, Ambrose Wangila, who has refused to come here and tell us something. Or you can come here for 1 minute so that we also...
We kill him.
No, it can't kill him. Okay, welcome, Wana. Welcome, Mr. Ambrose. Karibu sana. Congratulations, you have won team kubwa. Yeah, beaten Aston Villa.
We kill Arsenal every now and then.
They won.
Wacha nikwambie, ukiangalia sasa Arsenal ni the only team sasa iko for. Hatujai kwa form kama hii season. Na tunachukua si ndivyo?
Mmesema mnachukua haya. Tuseme nini kuhusu tactical approach ya mechi ya leo? Uliona kama huyu nani? Arteta, is he tactical ama ni luck?
Hii ni tactical. Wewe angalia zile sababu alikuwa anafanya.
Because he's an Arsenal fan, you can see the tactical part. But because I'm seeing it from a different perspective, naweza sema this is luck.
For me, the game, most people are running to win. Whatever will happen around you, run or whatever, they have won. I'm saying it because I'm also a Manchester United fan.
But you see, their teams which are tactical. Actually, let us put Barcelona in the team. Actually, Barcelona were very tactical, but did they win? They had very good midfielders. They were running off the field. The other time when they were playing with Manchester United, but did they win? They were very tactical
team bwana.
Huyu anasema hivyo. Sasa tumalize kwa kumupa Ambrose dakika moja aongee na mafansi wa Arsenal kuhusu chances zenye ziko, kwa sababu saa hizi temporarily you are on top of the table again. Temporarily.
Hata si one minute. Hata Jones alituanzia mwaka akituambia mafanzi wa Arsenal ni aje. Hii season ni yetu. Tusikize hiyo song.
Tusikize hiyo song.
Ni yetu. Say my haters watalilia huko.
I think Ambrose has come in to really equalize these two gentlemen because they have really been hard against Arsenal.
Actually,
Arsenal is a big team by friend.
You know that Arsenal,
Manchester City have beaten at the 41st minute Nottingham Forest at 0. Bernardo scored the goal with an assist from Grealish. That is news.
That's 1-0.
yeah. What I was
top on the table.
So tuko na 2 horses na punda ni moja.
so what I was saying about Arsenal. In the previous years, you could see Arsenal playing tactics, a tactical game.
Yeah.
But at the end of the game,
they were not winning.
But today, they are looking for the win.
Yes.
Then the change that have come across Arsenal.
Yeah, that is it. Now they are pushing to look for wins. That is a plus for Arteta.
I think naenda kuandika kitabu. For the first time Manchester fan ameongea vizuri.
No, it's not like it's really
it is just something that you can observe.
Yeah.
We have observed. Hapo nyuma Arsenal wangecheza gonga but
na haingeleta matunda.
But today Arteta is looking for a win. Hata ukiangalia tena na coach Anawaambia tunataka mabao.
Okay, the other time, Manchester, actually, let us take it back. Let us take it back. Actually, we live by history. It's not even 2 weeks or 3 weeks, but Manchester City were playing Arsenal. The same time, the same game. But Arsenal were very tactical.
Yes.
Like they gongas here, there. But did they win? Even did they score a goal?
But what I will say, what I will say as a sports analyst, we can't take away the fact that Arsenal has really improved because of the new tactical approach that the coach is putting in place, and also impacting on players to be forceful to look for wins instead of playing sexy football. That Arsene
give
Wenger
up.
used to Arsene Wenger. Yeah, so easy.
Kama bro, yani hakuna hata mwingine apart from sexy football.
They were using. They were entertaining. Previously, by the way, Arsenal could really entertain.
Yeah,
But
they were
at the
actually
end, they could not win.
Maybe I've said it with them. They were playing for a win.
Yeah.
They were playing for a win.
So I want a mini business.
Yes,
Yeah,
and,
they mean it.
and
They
as
mean it.
Manchester
They mean
United
it.
fans, and as Manchester United fans, my prayer has always been that let's get a strong Arsenal, let's take a strong Manchester United. These others are just there for money, but you see the real football, the real passion stays between Arsenal and Manchester United.
No,
So when you saw when they met, you saw when they met Arsenal and Manchester United, the match was so nice. It was flowing, the tension was high, the
but we were missing
adrenaline
one
was good.
person, Bana. Remember, we were missing one
Who?
person, and they had them.
My friend.
Who?
We were missing Casemiro in that match. Like really, we were missing Casemiro. The man.
Casemiro tuwaleta kwa uwanja.
Alikuwa amekuwa suspended anyway.
Okay.
Unaona kwa hizi timu kubwa, kila timu ina kiboko yake. Ukiangalia timu kama Arsenal, kiboko yake ukua
Man,
Manchester United.
Ukiangalia Manchester United, kiboko yake ukua
Ni Arsenal.
na Arsenal, kiboko yake ukua.
Man City ama
Sasa kila timu we are just
oscillating between ourselves. So I think football fans, that is it, because we really wish to watch these matches, and as we go towards the finish, let's not get any injuries on Arsenal, let's not get any injuries on Manchester United, so that these two teams can bring back the passion that we usually love to see. Each one playing, we talk against it or for it, but all in all, we really love to see Arsenal strong. We really love to see Manchester United strong. Yes. But for others, they can take care of themselves. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Ambrose, for coming in to coordinate us here. And on behalf of Ambrose Wangila on the camera there, Sharon Wafula on the camera there, Brown Ashtua here as the main analyst, and also Romeo Were as my assistant analyst. I'm the host, Robert Wanyonyi. Continue subscribing, commenting, sharing, liking, and of course, this is a show that will come to you live on Tandao TV Kenya on Monday after the news at 1, because we are talking about it, but it will be coming live on the screen so that we can keep the discussion going even through the week. Thank you very much. Until another time, bye-bye. Cheers. Be sporty.